Good afternoon, Shakil.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Hi, Shakil, how are you? I cannot hear. Ah, your mic is muted. Your mic is muted.
Hi, Sabri Prasad. How are you?
How are you? Fine, fine. I think we have all MC and all of you, no? Yeah.
Yeah, MC and the co-host.
co-host. Co-host, very good, very good, very good. Okay, hi.
Hi.
Good evening. How are
Good
you?
evening.
Hi.
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Okay. The trainer will join by 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. Then you we prefer that you go into your breakout room. You have a discussion how to go ahead. Okay. And
Okay.
the main session after 4:10 you can start allowing the people. But meanwhile, for the timing guidelines, everything, have a discuss with the trainer how they want it. Okay.
Well,
Hello. Is okay? You got me?
Like I didn't get, I have to
Yeah.
go to the breakout room or I have to remain in this room?
Shakil, can you make a breakout room? Okay.
Okay.
And you three with the trainer, when the trainer comes by 4 o'clock, 4 go to a breakout room and have a discussion what is the time guidelines and all that. So whether how any sharing to be done, everything, you can talk to her and she will let you know. After that, and by 4:10 you can start what will end what allowing people to enter. Okay. And by
Okay.
4:25 you can start your this one by 4:30. That what's it as per the guidelines is 4:30, correct?
Yeah.
420. 420.
423
Session
something.
3. Yes.
Yeah. So what if we will start before I think as per the guidelines it is 4:20 4:33 is starting. So you start by 4:30, 4:35, 4:30 or 4:25. So that you can, because initially you will have something to the host and co-host will have something to mention, then the MC, and then go ahead. The total allotted time is 40 minutes. That is by you have to finish by wait 1 minute. Let me check the agenda. By 5:18 you have to finish. That means by 5:10 you stop. We need to stop it. Then hand over to you will be having district PQD. Mansoor Ali will be also part of your this one. So the
Mansoor
MC has
Moiddin.
Mansoor Moiddin. He will be part of it. You need to hand over to him, and he will thank the trainer and also the and also present the certificate. During present the certificate, the co-host or host can share the certificate. Okay,
okay.
and they will hand over to the MC. The MC can copy, put the link of the Zoom link of DTAC in the chat
Okay.
box, so that
Okay.
they can directly click the link and get in, enter. Okay.
Okay. One question, like
Yeah,
the questions from Helen Tucker. Who will give me the questions from Helen Tucker? Because they told already you will make 3 and keep it as a reserve in case no question arises from the audience. I need to have 3 questions. So
okay.
who will give me?
Check the participants. So check the participants.
Yes, I will check. I will check.
And just
But in
ask them.
case, okay.
We'll have participants. They will surely ask. But to start with, even our Mansoor Moiddin, he is a deep PQD. He will even start with question, not an issue. Okay. The one person, the person whom we know, just have a word with them. I think I shared the list of participant for each contest, each training. So if okay, fine. Just ask them. I'll also come in the middle. Okay.
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 Because if they have to directly message me, or if you can give me the
No, you can.
pre-made
No, you
questions
can.
on my WhatsApp
No, you
or
can.
on
What
the
you can,
trainer WhatsApp.
no, what you can do, talk to Helen. What is her strategy? Might be she's taking that questions directly, interactive session. For example, Yogesh is having interactive session. Even Sadika, she is having interactive session in the direct interaction. So no question, no Q&A is coming. Talk to Helen, how she wants. If she is making
Okay.
interactive section, then Q&A will not be. There'll be no Q&A. Talk to her, talk to how she wants it, and plan accordingly. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's try it the presentation or
Okay, if you want, I'll be presenting. I think so. First is from Tim Shakil Badruddin Saab, right? He'll be the one speaking first and introducing the MC,
Yes,
and
yes,
then I'll
yes.
take over. But so regarding the questions, I was told by Toastmaster Shiban that 3 questions will be handed over to me before, so that if I don't get any question from the audience, I will ask through that. This was what I was told, but I don't know
I
now
think
what is it.
better there is a one Helen presentation is there. I
Yes.
think once read it, you might or we might do some questions and keep it ready with you. That is also a good idea.
Okay,
If
we'll
you
see.
want, I will share it, that presentation. Do you have it or?
No, I don't have. If you have it, you
Yes,
can share it with
I will
me.
share it. Group.
Yeah, put it in the trainer one, the group which we have.
Yes. I will do that. I shared that. Shakil, let us try the presentation. I will start now. Just we can.
Okay. Okay. All participants. Okay.
It will be like this. The first time it will be like that. Then I will show you picture. You can hear the sound or no?
No. You have to make the option there, no?
One.
On top of Helen Tucker is there. I'm.
Okay. You can add her. Welcome, Miss Helen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
She's mute actually.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you.
Regarding.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, a very good afternoon to you. And regarding the question and answer, like I have to get it from the audience, or if I don't get, then are there any pre-made questions which I'm supposed to ask you, or it will be directly one by one? Suppose some audience do not send the questions, that
Right.
case, what am I?
Maybe just basically in terms of how the session can benefit an individual. What would they gain from doing accountability sessions? How's it been so far?
I think it will be good. In interactive is going there in the DTAC program. It might be. It will be effective here also. I believe there are lots. I think more than 50 or 70 people will be attending the training.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry to interrupt. I have created one breakout room for 4 of us. I think better let's move to that. And now guests are joining.
Okay.
Shakil, you
Yeah, actually, all are in breakout room.
any idea if the trainers come?
Training is already here.
Trainers are fine. No,
If
great,
you
okay.
want, I can join you in the breakout.
Yeah, please, if you can do it, great.
I see. Hello, Salman. We are doing the preparation actually. I'm using this phone also. Sorry for that.
Yeah, I can see my list on the participants, but
Hey, nan room le ivaru idare.
let me on my video and check.
Nan room le Priya aunty idare.
Toastmasters and guests from all around the world. A very good evening to all. Welcome all of you to the special training session of District 116 Toastmasters Annual Conference, Virtual 2021. I'm Shakil Badruddin, the host for today's session. Toastmasters district mission. We build new club and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Before moving to the main session, let me tell you about the ground rules today. Keep your mic always off and camera on. Kindly avoid talking about the religions, politics, and sex. For a better experience of conference, we suggest all of you to view the Zoom in the speaker view. Also, please note that the session will be recorded. With that, I would like to introduce the co-host for today's session. Co-host and the timer, Toastmaster Abdul Muttalib. He is the Sergeant at Arms for Mind Tune Toastmasters Club, and he is in Qatar for last 10 years. With that, let us welcome the person who is the master of the ceremony. She is personally a doctor of a smile, a dentist. She has a passion of public speaking. Since her school days, she has won many debates and dramas. A sport lover, especially an avid badminton player, also a loving wife of doting mother of two. Let's welcome Toastmaster Ashna Nusrat to the spotlight.
Thank you. Shall I start?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, host Toastmaster Shakil Badruddin, for your lovely introduction. Our dignitaries, Toastmasters, and guests from around the world, a very good evening to you all, and warm welcome to all of you to our special training session with our honorable guest, Helen Tucker, as part of District 116 Toastmasters Annual Conference, Virtue Vocal 2021. This is an interactive question and answer session which will be performed after the trainer presentation. So please send all your queries to me via Zoom chat in private. It's a request to you all to keep your questions crisp and concise. Please send your queries as soon as possible. Do not wait until the session ends. Now it's time to introduce our trainer, Helen Maria Tucker. She is an award-winning businesswoman, author, and a career expert. She has done masters in business administration, a qualified and successful facilitator, consultant, and trainer with over 15 years experience. The successful award-winning career development program that she designed has been accredited by EDEXCEL and NCFE, offering an international certified qualification. Her speech for today is captioned, "How Accountability Can Get You Back on Track." We welcome Helen Tucker for this fabulous session. Ma'am, the virtual screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Ashna. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm going to say hello to Naveen because I recognize Naveen. Hi, Naveen. Thank you so much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share a presentation. So just bear with me while I do that now, but I'm so glad to be part of this annual conference. So thank you for inviting me. Okay. Can you see the slides? Excellent, thank you, Naveen. So what I'm going to take you through is looking at how accountability sessions can get you back on track, because it's all about you providing the results that you need to really get back on track in terms of your life, your career, or even business. Okay, so before I go into accountability sessions, I want you to take 20 seconds to think about what you want. Okay, so some ideas, it may be that you want more speaking engagement, maybe you want to have multiple streams of income, be healthy, a new job. I'm going to give you 20 seconds, and if you can send your information to Ashna, that would be fantastic.
Sure, ma'am.
Chat is disabled, right?
Yes, the chat is disabled. Can it get it?
Okay, I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. Okay, what I want to do is just to get a few answers. Who's anybody willing to share what they want?
Anybody who wants to volunteer for this?
Could be anything. Oh, Shahaz raised her hand.
Okay, Sudhir Gujar. Host, can you unmute her?
Hello, am I audible? Can you confirm?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. Hi, I'm Toastmaster Sudhir Gujar, and I believe that I'm looking at multiple streams of income from the list which you have provided. And to go a bit more deeper, in doing so, understand where my strengths lie.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in that aspect, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Sudhir.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to share?
Okay, there is one Nirmala by name. Yes, Nirmala, you can.
I can speak now. Yeah, you are asking question and we are we are muted and there is no way to chat. So how can we ask question? This is my first question to all of you. Okay. The second thing is my question is multiple speaking engagements. Okay. The first option given there in the slide, that is more speaking engagements.
Okay, excellent. More
Yeah.
Thank you, Nirmala.
Hi, how are you? Thanks. Nice to know you today.
Thank you. Have one more.
We have another question also from Ritu and Akht. Yes, Ritu, you are unmuted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. I'm Ritu Maheshwari from Aurora Toastmasters Club. And in the current scenario, I want to healthy and happy.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Ritu. Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent, thank you. Because sometimes when we put down our goals and what we want to achieve, it's like starting a race. We can put down what we want. We want to be healthy. We want to have more speaking engagement. We want to have multiple streams of income. But then, like an athlete, it's the middle part is sustaining and maintaining that journey, that race. So when it comes to achieving your goals, sometimes what I found is that clients tend to wane, they tend to give up, they become stuck and they become demotivated because they don't have that commitment to really sort of push the goals that they want, or they become tired or overwhelmed, or maybe they have this self-doubt and negative talk. So all of you may have, you know, ideas of what you want, but then it's maintaining it and sustaining it. And this is where I'm going to talk about how accountability sessions can help you stay on track. So another question I want to ask you is, again, what's holding you back, or what could hold you back to achieve your goals? So if I go back to Sadir, what's holding you back to achieve the multiple streams of income?
One is lack of, I wouldn't say the lack of, but rather the way I research for information and try to get to know something. It doesn't sometimes fit in well with what I'm currently doing. So there is always a mismatch, or, there's no synchronization between where I am and where I want to be.
Okay, that's a really good point. And it's good that you've recognized that as well. Fantastic. Thank you. Nirmala, what could be holding you back in terms of speaking engagement?
I don't know. Actually, I'm not willing to volunteer most of the time. So that could be the reason. I cannot say it's my fear. I don't have fear.
Okay.
And I cannot say that I'm overwhelmed also, not that. Okay. And I am not at all, I don't have that lack of confidence, but it is, I'm not volunteering actually. Maybe I'm in my cocoon and I feel that what others will think of me, maybe that consciousness stopping me, right?
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. And again, you've recognized that sometimes it's our perception that others may have of us on how we come across, how we talk, how we present ourselves. So again, is looking at how the benefits of accountability sessions can help you. And Ritu, you said you want to be healthy and happy. Anything that's holding you back? Yes.
Lack of motivation sometimes.
Okay, yes. And that could be a good, a real sort of a barrier, because having the motivation to do something, you need to be enthusiastic and willing to actually take that first step. So thank you for sharing what you've shared. I'm going to go through how these accountability sessions can actually help you. But first of all, I'm just going to share a little bit about myself. As Ashna did sort of go through who I am, but just to give you a snapshot, I want to go through my business and career toolbox. I was Dubai Women of Wonder I Conquer Award recipient last December, and that was because during the pandemic, I was supporting women to become motivated, to stay on track, and I was supporting them to really, really gain the confidence to actually achieve what they wanted to achieve. And I was one of the recipients for that award. I've been teaching for over 25 years and I practice what I preach. So I've been teaching business studies. I studied business studies. I eat, live business, and I've also run my own businesses as well. So at the moment, I run a women's organization. I set up Women Talk because that's what we like to do. So I thought it was quite apt for me to set up an organization called Women Talk. And I set up Women Talk in the UK, 2013. And it's been going and it's still continuing to grow. We trademarked the name last year and we won 2 accolades, again, because of our community involvement. It's set up as a community interest company, so we actually access funding to support women, especially vulnerable women, to actually start their business, get back on track in terms of their career, or even re-enter the job market as well. So that's happening in the UK. And then when I came to Dubai, I actually felt that I needed to go back to my passion. So again, it was looking at Women Talk. So I opened a chapter here, and it's Women Talk UAE. We've been operating since 2019 as a meetup group. And every month we meet up and we have guest speakers, we have retreats, we have mini expos, and it's really to support women to really sort of look at taking control of their career, their life, and maybe their businesses as well. I'm a qualified career coach and business mentor, so I really enjoy guiding people and mentoring and coaching individuals, and especially if they have ideas and they feel stuck or if they feel demotivated. I feel I act like a catalyst. So just to speed up the process. So when Sadhu was talking about, looking at doing some research, it's opening that up and finding out, okay, so what sort of research would you like to do? How does that relate to your current position? Or even for Ritu, in terms of her being happy and healthy, the motivation has to come within. So that's a little bit about me. Let me go through what is accountability. And accountability coaching is all about you actually sharing your goals and the tasks that you want. I've run accountability sessions which have been quite successful. What I do is we have a group of people, maybe the maximum is usually about 10, minimum five people. We meet once a week, only for about an hour, and the participants, they would share their goals. And it's really, really quite interesting because you're not only accountable to yourself, but you're also accountable to other people. And they the participants act as accountability buddies. And so they support one another to reach specific tasks. So I've had participants who've come along and I had one lady, she wanted to transition from a full-time job to going to start her own business. And she started a cleaning company in Dubai, and now that's been successful. But what she said was it really helped with her coming to these sessions every week and just sharing what she completed last week, the goals that she completed last week, and then what she was going to complete the following week. And it gave that sense of excitement as well, because every week you're expecting to hear somebody else's progress. So each week people would report on their progress and offer support to one another as well. So we had a WhatsApp group, and there was information sent to that WhatsApp group, motivational tips, or even information about how to be healthy. One of the participants, she wanted to be a lot more healthier. So it was for her just to start walking and cutting down on her sugar intake. And that for her was really, really good because she was accountable to the group and to herself as well. So with accountability sessions, it's about how you achieve your goals. But it's also quite useful within organizations as well. So if you're working within an organization, accountability is, I would say, is quite key, because if you have low accountability, that can just kill off progress. And I just want to tell you a short story. There's a story about 4 people, and they're called everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. So there was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. And it ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. And it just goes to show, the moral of the story is that when you're accountable to your results. But when it comes to organizations, you will have people who will blame other people for not achieving the tasks. And so you'll have Sue who will say, well, it's not my job. And then Mike will say, well, I wasn't told I was supposed to be doing this task. So it becomes a blame culture. And it's looking at what is accountability and how that actually compares with responsibility. So you have responsibility versus accountability, because responsibility is about taking ownership of activities. And if you're working in an organization, you have a job description, and that job description will set out your tasks, what you have to do on a day-to-day basis. Accountability is taking ownership of the results. So if you've made a mistake in terms of your task, then it's being accountable and is admitting, actually, yeah, I did make that mistake. Let's see whether we can go back and backtrack to see how we can rectify those mistakes. But when accountability is low in an organization, it becomes a blame culture. So in terms of accountability, it could be really beneficial for organizations as well as your own personal lifestyle. So how can accountability help you? Well, we've heard that from today. He said he wants to get multiple streams of income, and it can actually help you get more clients, because when you're accountable in terms of what you want to achieve every week, it's sort of like a step-by-step process. And it can help you with your goals. And especially during this pandemic, we can get so caught up in being overwhelmed, being stuck. And now with easing of lockdown, there's that fear as well of probably going back into work. As I said earlier, my background, I've been teaching, and I've been teaching online, and it's been good because I've had shorter hours, but now going back into the workplace, it's a transition. And for so many, there's that anxiety, there's that feeling overwhelmed, and looking at, well, how do I get back into that process of working? So even having these accountability sessions, you can go through some self-analysis in terms of just taking this step by step. Or it could be that you're looking at pivoting, looking at maybe I should go through a career change, and have a plan of how you actually want to achieve making that change. I'm coming up to maybe retirement age, and for me is looking at, well, where do I ideally want to retire? And having the accountability not only to myself, but even to my family as well will also help. So accountability sessions can make you a lot more effective. I want to share with you just a testimonial. I've got a short video from Olivia and some written testimonials as well, just to, if you're still skeptical about accountability sessions, how it can really help. Some of you may have had a mentor or a coach. Accountability sessions can really help because it can really make you achieve your results. And for Olivia, I met her actually in Qatar, and we became really good friends. she worked for Qatar Airways, and she actually resigned from her role because she wanted to follow her passion, and her passion was to help individuals stay healthy and fit. And so she had this idea of using her skills, because she's always been healthy and fit, and to actually build her business. And now she's a successful entrepreneur in the UK, and her wellness business is called Script Fit. And she needed mentoring and coaching advice, as well as the accountability session. So I'm just going to share with you what she says.
Audible.
We cannot hear Helen. The video.
Oh, there's no sound? Okay, I think I'll have to come out and share the sound.
Oh, it's not clear.
Please go for the view options. You get a share sound there.
Okay, let me go back and then, oops, sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, let me just go to the share sound. Yeah, I found it. Okay.
Helen is an amazing mentor. When it comes to business, she knows exactly how to maneuver her way through the business world. Throughout the year, she has advised and supported me on my business journey. She has definitely helped to ease the burdens. Days where I felt like it was just impossible, she would make it possible with the immeasurable amount of knowledge that she possesses when it comes to business. And especially her patience and her humility. She is so honest and she's so kind when it comes to knowing exactly what you need, when you need, and how you need it done. So if there's a person that you're looking for, I recommend Helen Tucker all the way. Helen is an
Okay, so that was Olivia, and part of the accountability sessions that I used to run, some testimonials there from Maria. She says, this has given me the push that I need to stay on track with my weekly goals. There's clarity in mind in terms of priorities. Super grateful for that. And Maria, she does sessions on mindfulness. She's an EQ coach as well. Deborah, she's a business development executive here in Dubai. Her testimony was, it takes one to lift another. When you show up, impossible ceases to exist. And then Samantha, she was in her last year of school. She's going to college in September, and she said it's helped with becoming more organized with my goals and aspirations. So with the accountability sessions, it's keeping you accountable. And when we looked at, as I asked you the questions in terms of what's holding you back, sometimes it's looking at building your self-confidence. And that's one of the benefits. It can help with your self-esteem and also get you back on life's track. And when you're meeting on a regular basis, you have a schedule, because then the participants not only benefit from their own achievement, but they actually benefit from other individuals because it inspires them. So when you're feeling stuck or demotivated, having a weekly group to meet, it really can raise your excitement and aspirations as well. And not only that, it can stop you from procrastinating. I coach people on an individual basis, and sometimes they'll say, oh, Helen, I can't make it this week, I've got this. But when you've got an accountability group, I find the individuals are quite excited to share their progress, and the other group, the other members are really excited to know, oh, I wonder how Fatima got on last week. Did she do the 5K walk? So again, it brings a sense of excitement and motivation if you're looking to do that as well. Okay, in terms of coaching sessions, it's not only just, I know I've been talking about women, but it's it applies to men as well as women. And I offer coaching sessions as well as mentoring and coaching online and face-to-face. So if you're interested, I know Ashna will share my details as well. So the last part is I'm going to ask you is, you can take more than 20 seconds, is how would you feel or what would you do if you achieved your goal? And how do you think accountability sessions could help you? So I'm going to give you maybe, have we got time, Ashna?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Maybe a couple of minutes. How would you feel if you achieved your goal? And how do you think accountability sessions could help you?
Anybody? Then you can raise your hand. I can unmute you if you want.
Ritu Maheshwari, your hand is raised. Can you please unmute and speak?
Ritu Maheshwari, we have unmuted you. If you have some question, can you?
No, actually by mistake, it's happened. I'm sorry.
Okay. No
but
problem.
Anyway, I can reply on that part that once we achieve our goals, definitely we feel very happy and we get motivated to do something more in our life. So we set new goals for ourselves.
Yes, I like that answer. Yes, because that's what happens, because you get into a momentum of, well, I was able to achieve that. Let me push myself to actually take the next step. So thank you, Ritu.
Naveen Kamal, you have your hand raised.
Yes, I have my hand raised. Well, if I have achieved my goal, I will be very proud. I will feel a lot of self-esteem, self-actualization, and I will be looking forward to my next step. And definitely, I feel that the accountability session could help me, especially me as a person, because I'm one of those people who are sometimes distracted along the way. Sometimes when we have goals, especially if they are long-term ones, we get distracted either by other incidents in life, or maybe sometimes by benchmarking or comparing ourselves to others' achievements.
Yes, I really like. Thank you, Naveen. That was really spot on, because, and that's what happens, especially when you're looking maybe to take a leap of faith and change your career or start a business. That can be quite overwhelming, or anything you want to achieve, as you said, if it's long term. And I liked your answer in terms of being proud and this raising your self-esteem and that self-actualization, because that actually happens as well. Because when you achieve something, it really helps with achieving the next set of tasks and builds your confidence. And also you with the group, you're actually improving your communication skills, because you're actually saying, this is what I want. It helps with you connecting with other people as well, especially if within this forum, we've got so many people who are looking to be the best speaker, be the #1 Toastmaster, speakers, because it helps you connect with other people. It helps you articulate what you want from your life. And that can happen throughout your life. If you're going for an interview, you can communicate what you want, because that's what employers are looking for as well. Excellent, thank you.
Thank you, Helen ma'am, for that amazing and fascinating session. A big round of applause for you, ma'am. Now, we go ahead with our question and answer session, which is directly sent to me. And these lucky questions, they will be answered by our esteemed guest of honor, Helen Tucker. So question number one, what I have here is, during this pandemic, how this session can be looked upon as an opportunity. The screen is yours, Helen ma'am.
It will, especially as you said, during this pandemic, because it will allow people to take that time to really think about what they want. And for some, it may be an introduction to coaching, because sometimes people, they want to have that support, they want to have that guidance, and they may not feel ready to have a one-to-one coach. So having an accountability group will help with, actually, I can hear and listen to what somebody else is wanting and what their goals are. And it can also trigger maybe new ideas that you may not have thought about as well. So during the session, I think it can allow people to really focus on what they really want and communicate what they want, and to listen to others, and how others can even encourage them to share what they want.
Yeah, very fantastically answered. And listening to others also adds a big experience thing in you. So we shall not forget to share with each other. Very fantastically answered, and a big round of applause, ma'am, for you. Due to a limited time frame, this will be our last question for this session, which I'm going to ask. Ma'am, since you belong to the education background, for pupils from grade 9 and up, so any important message for the students?
I think for students, it would be to really look at how they can organize their work and have a sense of what they want, because I know it can be quite pressurized for a young person to think about what their future is going to be, what they want to do in life. But sometimes just writing things down is a really good way to really sort of expand their mind. So I encourage whether young person or mature to have a journal, just to write things down in terms of what they feel, what they want.
Yes, that's true, especially for students who all wanted to be in the sports arena. Now for that, because of the COVID, they cannot go out and practice their sports. So they're mentally, they were very depressed, such kind of students. So the organizing themselves and how to be in that, like the sports factor, or like everybody has their own way of shaping their future. So for the sports person, it was a really big problem during this pandemic. So do you have any message for them, for the sports lovers?
I suppose it's just keeping themselves active. You know, it's quite difficult to actually go outside, or if there's some limitations. Even myself, I actually walk up and down in my apartment just to keep active. Because if you're sitting down all day, it actually affects your health, your mental, physical abilities. So small things, some small tasks, small action creates big results. And one of the things I want to advise as well is even just reading something about how you can maintain your health. Having, you know, everybody's doing Zoom nowadays. So even joining Zoom exercise, I do yoga as well. I do that. It's all free. So, you know, actively doing something is quite key.
Yes. Thank you, Helen ma'am, for this wonderful session. I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. As a small token of appreciation, We have our Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Manzoor Moideen with us. Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Manzoor Moideen, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our trainer for the day, Helen, TUCKER, and all our District 116 members. You know, initially when we had this thought of having training sessions for our DTAC, because last year also, if you remember, we definitely had excellent sessions, including education. And, you know, we thought of having a training sessions exclusively for our members. Now, many people ask this question, Manzoor, why do you keep 4 separate sessions? We want to attend all the 4 sessions. I understand your eagerness to learn more, but then we had, you know, our constraints, because having 4 training sessions in different timings, you know, will take about 4 hours totally. And probably that is the reason. So you have to bear with me for this. And I wanted to mention this to all of you, if any of you wanted to attend all the 4 sessions, but I confirm that all the 4 the trainings is recorded and will be shared on your request. Now on Helen TUCKER, you know, we have had few meetings, we had Zoom discussions, and we had Shabri Prasad, Frida, and you know, a couple of others also discussing on what our district, you know, would be looking forward for. And Helen asked me this question, you know, about our district. Of course, she has been to Qatar for online trainings, I guess, for Toxopedia. Now that's how we got connected. So I just you know, told her, you know, you can't underestimate District 116. We are the #1 district in the world when it comes to the Toastmasters. And look at the questions. You know, I was actually listening to all the questions. And by the way, I was attending 3 sessions, Sadhika and also Christo Tommy, and I was focusing on the questions that were asked. And the way Helen, you know, managed those questions. Thank you so much, Helen, for joining. And as a token of appreciation, District 116 wish to, you know, present. That's the only possible thing that we can do, being on a virtual world, to present a certificate of appreciation from District 116. Can I ask the host to please share the certificate here now? Meanwhile, you know, Helen asked few questions, and in fact, I and Shabri, we asked more questions to Helen, and she was all ready to, you know, respond to each one of them and help our members of our District 116 to educate us, to empower us, and to add value to our membership and attending this training session. On behalf of District 116, each member, the DTA committee, and the leadership, and all these attendees, I wish our sincere gratitude and thanks for joining, Helen TUCKER, and for your very valuable session once again. If the certificate is ready, yes, please go ahead. Can I ask you to please share the certificate of appreciation? And I'll ensure that this, not just the digital, I'll ensure that, you know, this reaches you in person, hopefully by post. Thank you so much once again, and I hand over back to our MC for the day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Helen ma'am, and Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Manzoor Moideen. Now, time for photography session. It's a request to you all to switch on your camera with your smile on. Our photographer, are we ready?
Shakil, can we have a countdown? Shakil or Abdul Muttalib? Smile. Okay, Shakil, you have to
smile.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Again, we'll take one more.
Those of you who are not switched on the camera, please request you to switch on the camera. We have quite a number. We are at 54 right now. We are.
Yes.
Please switch on your cameras, whoever can. Yes. Shakil, please initiate. We have some new people coming. Yes.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
3, 2, Thank you very much.
So we are finished with the photography. Toastmaster Shakil Badruddin.
Yes, we have. Yes,
okay.
we have done with the photographers. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for everyone.
Thank you so much, audience, for your presence and participation for this interactive training session. We have come to the end of this session. Last but not the least, there are many more upcoming, captivating and enthralling sessions for this evening. Please click the Zoom link you see in the chat box, and this link will revert you to DTAC 2021. This is Toastmaster Ashna signing off for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashna. I forgot to mention about the MC and the host and co-host. Thank you so much for your support to the DTAC team and the district by hosting the event as the Master of Ceremony, Q&A host, and of course, thanks to our host and co-host, Timer, everyone who supported this event. Thank you once again. And Helen Tucker, we wish to have you next year in person during our DTAC.
Yes.
We look forward.
Both hands up for that.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would request you to, I'm sure, I think it was Frida who have sent you the invitation. I request you to please join for our DTAC tomorrow. We have some exciting sessions, including the international speech contest and the keynote from your own place from Dubai. She's a 13-year-old girl, Ashna Takyani. She's a keynote speaker for tomorrow DTAC. So I request you to please join us tomorrow for the second day session. Thank you so much. So now all of us can move to the main session.
Yes, the Zoom link is there.
Yeah,
the Zoom link is there. You can revert, that link will revert you to DTAC 2021.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Hope to see you soon in Doha.
Yes.
Before, Naveen, before you leave, you know, Helen, if you're there,
yes,
now you will know the success of certain programs looking at Naveen. You know, she'll be smiling, she'll be cheering up.
I know. I received a text saying, I'm coming to your session.
Thank you, Naveen. Thanks so much.
Okay. Bye, Naveen.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashna.
Thank you so much.
We'll move to the main session. Huh?
Yes, sure.